What up? Welcome back. All right, today we're gonna be talking about it's another deep conversation. Today we're gonna be talking about the truth of curses. When a person puts a curse on you, how true it is, what you can do to avoid it, because it is avoidable, and what it actually is. A lot of people do curses and they don't actually know what they're doing. They don't actually know that it's real. They basically just seeing this if it's testing things out, testing the waters, but it's definitely real. So let's explain it. First we're going to explain is what is a curse. So a curse, it can be done by many different ways. You can have a person just mean mugging you, looking at you all mean and shit, and whatever they thinking in their mind when they looking at you, it could curse you. They basically created a curse, you know what I mean? A lot of people do a lot of hand signs, the showings of the hands, the way they show you the hands and present it to you, that could be a curse. People, I know people heard about drinking a woman's period. People heard about a woman taking your underwear and burying it in the backyard. People can take your pictures off the internet and put curses on it. And there's only really one way to protect yourself against the curse. It's a whole bunch of different ways, but if you do any other way to protect yourself from a curse, you leave yourself susceptible to another curse. So it's only really one way to truly reverse the curse. And it's not really a reversal of the curse, it's basically making yourself invalid for the curse. So a lot of women do curses on men. Like if it's a female, she sleep with a lot of different men, she may have some type of hatred for men. So the men that she sleep with, she'll put curses on them. You know what I mean? And depending on what type of curse that she using on them, they may be subjectable and they may not be subjectable. Rule number one to doing curses is you can't curse everybody, but it's so vague that people don't understand what that actually means. What it actually means is you can curse anybody, but you can't curse everybody. So what that means is like they have to be guilty of it. So the way I protect myself from having sex with hoes, promiscuous women, is I have good intentions with dealing with them. You have to think, like when a person's doing a curse, you have to think about how they gonna curse you, why they gonna curse you, and why they think they can curse you. With a female that does magic and she's promiscuous, she's gonna think everybody that sleeps with her is evil, no matter how evil they actually are, if they even are evil, anything. So she go do some shit along those lines, like, you know what I'm saying, like if he sleeps with me, such and such, if he doesn't care for me, such and such, if he doesn't love me, such and such, you know what I mean, along those lines. So what I do is I make good intentions with hoes. I know that hoes don't want to be in relationships, so my intentions are when I have sex with a hoe, I have full intentions of having a relationship with her. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I'm gonna have a relationship with her because she's a hoe. I don't think she's gonna give me a relationship. But because I'm willing to have a relationship with this hoe, when she goes to do a curse against me, it ain't gonna work, because her curse is usually along the lines of she's sleeping with the person that doesn't want to be with her. And if she does issue a curse on that line, because I'm willing to be with her, I'm free of her curse. You know what I'm saying? I made myself invalid. Basically, she's saying to the spirit that I don't want to be with her, so she's gonna do all this shit to me. And the spirit gonna come out. The spirit got a track. First, when you curse, you create in the spirit. You create in the spirit, in the spirit world. That spirit, it don't want to be alive. So it's trying to complete its course so it can end its life. So after she creates the curse goes to heaven, because the curse is not created from God, it's created from the anger of a human being. It's not from heaven. So when it goes to the gates of heaven, it's rejected and it has to come back down to earth. When it's coming back down to earth, it starts to think about its creation. The curse thinks about why it's here. So it analyzes its creation. Its creation is created because a man has sex with a female and didn't want to be with that female. When that curse goes to that man, because it will find him, whoever it is created for, it will find you. It's going to interact with that man and it's going to find out the truth. If that man's intentions is like, well, I was going to have a relationship and give this hoe the benefit of the doubt. I know she's a hoe, but hoes need love too. You know what I'm saying? I was giving the hoe the benefit of the doubt. The curse is not going to do what the curse is created to do to him, because he's not valid. You know what I'm saying? So the curse is going to leave and go back to the person that created it. And it's going to descend on the person that created it for creating it. Because you created it without a cause. Now, if I was just like sleeping with this girl, they didn't know about each other, and whenever they asked me about each other, I was like, oh no, you're the only one. Then their curse would be valid, because I'm manipulating the situation. I'm getting something of value from them. You know, a lot of people say, you know what I'm saying, vagina is not valuable. The vagina is the most valuable thing that a woman has. So much so that it says in the Bible and it says in the Quran that it's a curse from God that a woman with a bad attitude will have bad sex. Now it's not that her vagina will be bad, or her vagina will still feel amazing, but the manner in which she gives up her vagina is going to be so disrespectful and so unwanting, you know what I'm saying, that who cares how good her vagina is. And that's the curse, you know what I'm saying, like you ever have a guy be like, man, I had sex with her and it just wasn't it, you know what I'm saying, it just wasn't. Some guys that's inexperienced to the different types of women, they be like, I don't understand what you're saying. Vagina is vagina, man. Come on, you got it, bro. What are you talking about? He doesn't understand that it's more than just the willing. It's more than just her giving her vagina. If she was giving her vagina like, go ahead, nigga, take it. That's unpleasant. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a completely different than that I've been waiting for you all day. and you're the only one I desire. It's a completely different thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, only the mature would know. But back to the curse. Whatever the curse she did is gonna befall on her. If she was like make him ugly so that no girls will like him, you'll start to see her fucking looks fucking temper down. You know what I'm saying? If it's a curse based reverse, or if you got a job or some shit and somebody making a curse on you losing the job, then they fuck around and lose their job spontaneously, and you find out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Damn, you ain't even thinking about, you know what I'm saying, they cursed you to lose your job or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And you not eligible to curse or however they was thinking about you. Like, that's why you're not supposed to look at other people, because you could be thinking the wrong shit, create a curse without you even knowing that you creating a curse. Like poor people and rich people. They, man, you rich, you shouldn't be thinking about such and such and such. But the way that life goes, most rich people have sicknesses and illnesses and shit that, you know what I'm saying, money can't solve. That people that don't have money can never fucking understand. They just understand when they get sick that they don't have the money to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? At least if they got the money to pay for it, they don't understand that it's you can get sick that in a way where people can't pay to get fixed. You know what I'm saying? So when that poor man wish that bad shit on that rich person because they just think that he rich, he can be making himself further poor. You know what I'm saying? I wish that motherfucker was poor like me. You know what I'm saying? He really making himself deeper into poor because he don't understand how curses work. Now, if the rich person is going around wearing all of his shit because he want to make people that don't have it feel a certain type of way, then when you curse the rich man, he gonna be cursed. You know what I'm saying? He gonna lose his shit. He be like, man, you used to have all this shit, and then he gonna, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be then basically he was too high for his own britches. He had to be humbled so that he understand that it's not really about being rich to make other people feel bad. That makes you curse worthy. But if you ain't got no, you know what I'm saying, like you not dressing nice because you want to make people feel bad. You dressing nice because you want to look the best that you want to look. Then when the poor man curse you, he gonna be cursing himself, because you looking the best that you can look has nothing to do with anybody else. You become invalid for the curse. You understand? In that particular manner. You know what I'm saying? It's a slippery slope for both ways. You do not want to be you do not want to be in the wrong when dealing with curses. You do not want to be subjectable to the curse. Like curses is so fucking fluctuatable. Like you never know what a person is exactly cursing you about. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be doing something to a person that you may not even know you're doing it to. You just be doing, oh, I just come in here. Every time I come in here, I just buy all the chicken because I got all the money and shit. Like, but it's a person that come here that can only buy chicken from this place because they sell it at a particular price that he got. And he got to go to buy chicken for a higher price because your punk ass keep coming here buying all the chicken. When he curse you, it's valid. You know what I'm saying? You causing a strenuation upon his life that wouldn't exist unless you was doing the shit you was doing. So what's another good one? Here's the curses of God is like people that curse usually don't believe in God. So they in their rationale, they're like, because I don't believe in God, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't exist. Which is like equal to if a lion was coming at you and you was like, I don't believe in lion's teeth. The lion's gonna eat that ass. I mean, you gonna feel these lion teeth. You know what I'm saying? That's how God is, and the curses of God is the same way. It says that if you marry a woman that's adulterous, that means like she cheats. She cheated with you when she got with you. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, throughout the relationship, she cheated on you. A lot of people like, you know, when they get cheated on, they be like, okay, I know you really feel bad, but I forgive you, and you know what I'm saying? They continue the relationship. But it says that a person that marries an adulterous person is a continuous dropping. Like what's like slippery hands or some shit, like you know what I'm saying? So I see that all the time. Like I see people that continuously get cheated on. They get cheated on, they come back, they say sorry, you know what I'm saying? It's a continuous dropping. What other? It's so much shit. Like our society is basically blasphemous as fuck over here in America. So like anything that you read in the Bible, America is basically doing the opposite. You know what I'm saying? You could basically, like it says that boys should not be wearing girls' clothes and girls should not be wearing boys' clothes. But that's America like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like so much so like that people that do that is classified as a whole different human being. You got black, you got white, you got Asian, you got Latino, and you got LGBTQT plus whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? And all the different groups fall in that group as an individual group itself. So, you know what I'm saying? It's fucked up over here in the States if you watching this from another country. I don't know why y'all want to come here when Americans is like saving up money to get the fuck out. But, you know what I'm saying? The way you feel about Americans, you basically can be cursing Americans and further putting your country down because you don't understand what Americans actually have to grow to. Like, I'll give you an example. It's this video game called The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and the Breath of the Wild. And they make the character do like cross-dressing. They make him dress like a girl so he can get into this particular city. Or you find particular outfits and they look highly feminized, and this Link is a man. You know what I mean? And they say they do this because they're appealing to the American audience. But what you fail to understand is it's a lot of people in America, and the people that's actually putting together movies and making video games and doing like media stuff that's actually projected out to the rest of the world are that demographic that you think America is. But when you come over to America, you realize that it's a lot of people over here that doesn't have that particular type of reach. So when you say that Americans do all of these type of things, you need to understand that it's only a particular type of American that has the power to show you what America is. Any other type of way is gonna get rejected. Like if you try to look up one of my videos, you gotta type my whole name in. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not telling you, you know what I'm saying, to do what they telling you to do. But you may feel differently. You may feel Americans that actually make it over there to you and act as is how American people is. You know what I'm saying? The true American person ain't never gonna come into your country because they ain't never gonna leave America. Facts. The person that's sick and understands what's actually happening in America is gonna come to your country because he's trying to look for something that's different than where he coming from. when he go there, he don't understand why you want to go there so bad. You can go over there if you want to. You'll soon find out. It's some it was some migrants or immigrants or however they call them in Chicago talk about we want jobs and such and such and such and such, and I'm just like, you obviously don't understand what America is. You know what I'm saying? What you thinking about America and what America actually is when you come over here. You should really do some research. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have somebody from your country that lived over there that's gonna tell you, oh no, they gonna tell you about your dreams. Oh, in America, yes, you could just go to the government and you could just sell. Oh no. You have to qualify. You understand? They don't. I come from another country. I deserve a job. No. You gotta go find a job. You gotta go make a job. It's people on this YouTube because most Americans gotta make their job if they want to basically be, you know what I'm saying, successful. It's only so much success that you can have at a job, you know what I'm saying, before somebody else wants to be basically whatever it is they want to be in the job. Basically, people look at jobs like a status, you know what I'm saying? They don't think of a job like you come to a job, you work the job, you go home. Everybody has to go home and pay pay to live, feed their families. They look at a job in like a sense of vanity. When you come up against those people, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna feel like you cursed. When you come from America and you go into another country and you figure out that America is selling food to this country that don't got chemicals in it, but they selling food to you inside the country that got chemicals in it, you gonna feel cursed. The people from the other countries that come into America is gonna get poisoned, bombarded with chemicals that they ain't never experienced before. Their country's been shielding them from it. You have no idea. You gonna feel cursed. And you gonna go back to your country and you're not gonna be able to figure it out. You're gonna be like, man, I can make so much money over here and I can't make so much money over here. But the longer as I'm over here, the sicker that I get, and I can't really be over here that much. I gotta figure out to get money and bring it back over here, but that ain't gonna work because, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna feel cursed. And people gonna curse you. People gonna see you from your country leave, come to America, and come back and curse you because you can do that. Right. So the truth about curses is it's entwined in your everyday life. Your food, your travel, your interactions with people. It all can be cursed. Like my hairline coming back. But my hairline, a lot of people think that their hairline leaving because they getting older. But really, it's really that the way they farm in America, they burn the crops after they harvest it, they burn it. Because burning it causes germination process to be X times faster. Yeah. But when they burn it, and then also they harvest it every year. They supposed to leave like a year where they don't harvest it, and the plant takes the nutrients from the fruits and the vegetables themselves and replenishes the ground. Then the ground replenishes the vegetables and they have nutrients for like 6 or 7 years. Like every 7 years you're supposed to let the fruit die on the plant. That ain't a human thing that we do in America. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't do that, there's no nutrients in the vegetables and the fruits. Minimal. As much as that's in the ground, that's never being replenished. So you gotta spend like $3,000 to buy nutrient replacements. You know what I'm saying? And if you take the nutrient replacements with the food, in about 3 years, you'll get some hairline back. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking insane. Like, you can't really see it on the camera, but like all of this shit is like baby hair all in this little pocket of shit. Like in the corner right here is, you can see like it's like little, that's hair coming back versus hair leaving. That shit was completely gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some shit that y'all don't understand about America, but your scientists understand. Your scientists understand that it's shutting down liver, but our scientists understand that it's a chain reaction. It shuts down this, shuts down this, shuts down this, and this is a sign to understand that it's working. They don't really study things to fix you. They study things to make sure that it's working, because they know what they're doing to you. But let's see if anything else I can think about curses, tell you about. I got it. Even though you are not subjectable to the curse, like the curse may come upon you and find out that you're not worthy to be cursed, you will still feel something. You will not feel the entirety of the curse, but like say it's gonna feel like your hands and your hands and your feet feel like crazy. I know I use that word a lot, but they feel some type of special type of way. It's usually some type of light nausea, like some type of maybe some onset dizziness or something, like you stood up too fast or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody that's a curse on you. You know what I'm saying? So even though you protected, you still feel that it happened. And it says in the Bible that no child shall be convicted for what the father does, and no father should be convicted for what the son does. But that is clearly between human beings. So in the spiritual world, curses are totally transferable through lineage. You can be cursed, and you can be, your great grandfather could be cursed, and it could be affecting you. That's a real thing. They're transferable like that. The only way that you can break those type of curses is with the one spirit. You know, like you should look at the book of Enoch. Enoch talks about, you know what I'm saying, the spirits. So yeah. You can only the only way that you can beat, like they call them generation curses. The only way you can beat a generation curse is by raising your knowledge of God and eliminating a lot of things. Like here's a good example. You see how on the skull it's got eyes? I gotta put this away. Like I have these in a cupboard, you know what I'm saying, or in a drawer, somewhere tucked away where it's not displayed. Anything that has eyes on it, that's man-made, like a drawing. A lot of people put family pictures in their home. It's a class of angels. You got angels that's like on sides of you, recording everything you do, recording everything that you say, and then you got angels that have to follow special rules. And it's an angel that can't enter into your home if you have anything that has eyes, or like anything humanoid or animoid, like anything with eyes, like an insect with eyes, a frog with eyes, a cat, like a panther, a picture of a panther, or a lion with eyes, photos of your family, any of that shit displayed. These angels can't enter into your home. And what these angels do is they keep out curses, they keep out demonic, basically traffic. Wherever these angels are, these demonic creatures will not be. And what I mean by demonic creatures, the demonic creatures themselves are angels, but they're angels that came down and can never go back. So a person that does like reading the cards of the future, they basically contact and communicate with angels. So the way it happens is they tell the angel, the demonic version of the angel, what they want to know. The demonic angel will go up to the outskirts of heaven. They can't go into heaven, they just go to the outside by the gate. And they wait for the commandments. Basically, God issues commandments, and when he says your name and whatever is to come to you or whatever is to happen to you, he screams it across the whole heavens, and they can hear it from the outside of heaven. So they come back and they tell whatever the information that they tell you. Like when you go to get your shit read, you know what I'm saying, like you go pay a tarot card person to read you. They tell the angel goes up to the outside, they hear what they hear about you, then they come back and bring that information, and they start telling you, and you be like, well, how would you know this? How would you know this? You know what I'm saying? But really, you hearing like they like say basically if they're telling you you did something, ooh, you did something bad, basically they could have heard that you gonna get this type of punishment for what you did. He did this, so he's gonna be punished this particular way. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically how the information is transferred, which is another form of curse, because the spirit is not supposed to interact with the human is not supposed to interact with the spirit, but they do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? And the spirit is really, you got different ones. You got to understand, like in demonic spirits, it's like different ages. Like you have the teachers, you have the students, and then you have the, you know what I'm saying, the ones that don't know. Like when you see something that's like a senseless crime, didn't make no sense, it's usually like a lower level spirit. Like our water in America, it has a lot of chemicals in it because they just remove the filters. You understand? When they remove the filters, then basically they forcing you to buy the water, because that's an evil it's not a lower caste, that's like a mid tier, higher tier, you know what I'm saying, top tier type evil. Like we got scientists and doctors in the FDA, and they sign off on soy, canola oil, saffron oil, or some other oils other than vegetable oil, olive oil, and they say that it's safe for human consumption. And companies use it. They sell it to you in the stores. You really can't really get around it. Soy is a big one, but the fact that these things tear down organ production, the way that your organs function one by one, and that our government is approving it, but other governments is not approving it because they understand what it's actually doing to human beings. That's a higher tier evil. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a different type of set curses. And I'm not telling you this so you can be upset. I'm telling you this so that you can understand that even this curses and people that do like blood sacrifices and things like that, they it says that the Lord is going to trick them. They do it on like moons and star systems, and they it's not like they have the knowledge to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because if they had the knowledge to do it, they would be wrong. Because Caesar made a year an extra 5 days. And I think somebody before Caesar made it like an extra 10 days or some shit like that, right? Or look, somebody took it back and then like they put it up and then they put it up again. You know what I'm saying? But that fluctuating of the days that you added on to the years from that particular time back, so far back, you have to think like if the year is not 365 and it's 360 or it's 355, the way that you live your life is going to be fluctuating. Like basically the way that the earth and the moon and the stars and what your calculations are, it's going to be wrong. So they doing these particular things on like the wrong day. And it used to be like a couple of days. Okay, they sweet, the event happened. They don't understand that it's about I haven't actually did the math myself, but it's somewhere between 40 years and 415 years. So, you know, I'm not a mathematician. I'm a writer. But it says that they deliberately do their magic wrong. When they do their magic wrong, the spirits that they have is powerful to them. It goes God, angels, man. That's why the devil pissed. You know what I'm saying? Because mankind is over the devil, like the angels is over mankind. So the fact that the devil, which is under the human beings, is telling the angels to do shit to the human beings, that's some powerful shit going on, man. I don't know if you want to be on the wrong side of that one, but human beings are going to start pissing off these angels because the angels that came down here and can't go back. They want them to do things. They want the humans to do things a certain way to show that, you know what I'm saying, it's them that they believe in, like the angels. You know what I'm saying, instead of God. So, you know what I'm saying, that's where you get all the little ritualistic stuff that you hear, the crazy shit. But because of that thing that Caesar did with the days, they're eventually going to do it so far off that it's going to be disrespectful. Like think about it like a 7-year span, and each of the 7 years you're supposed to do something different, like for evil worship, right? So the first evil year you do something evil to a pig, and then you do something evil to something, and so forth. When you go into the next 7, you got to start back over with that pig. You know what I'm saying? Because their days are off, they gonna start that seventh off with something else different. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be like curses, like the curse. If you do not, like, they basically they doing something to make themselves eligible for the curse by not performing the ritual correctly. So it's not like the people come up and we gather everybody that do magic, and all the people that do curses, and eliminate them. We burn them at the stake or some shit like that. It's not like that. How it happens is the things that they worship is going to destroy them. So even though people do curses, you gotta just basically do whatever it is that you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be like, how can you take it so psychologically? You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying? It's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up a really hard life. I know a lot of people be like saying that, but I'm like, how many of us have to say it? You know what I'm saying? For you to understand. Like, I got a good example. Women try to run, they try to run games with their vagina, but they get upset that they don't get the reaction that they looking for. But they don't actually take the time to understand me. You know what I'm saying? They basically just see me and it's like, oh yeah, we about to do this to him because he just wanted them. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, people be like, man, you so smart, you a nerd. I'm like, nerd what? And they don't understand. I be like, nerd gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's completely different. My mother was a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? Pussy games ain't gonna work on me. Cause there's no love like a mother's love. And my mom wasn't there. She was in the streets. So I don't look forward for you to be there. So when you're not there, you're doing what you're supposed to do. And that's the real. So when you're not there, you just make opportunity for the next person not to be there. And I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty of your curses. But because that's a decision you made. See how that works? I'm always combating the spiritual world when I'm dealing with people. I'm not making the decisions without I'm not consulting the spiritual world. What should I do, spirit? That's not happening. But I always consider if I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Because people think crazy and people think stupid. People just think to curse you just because they feel like they want to curse somebody today. They may have talked to somebody about cursing and may want to try it on you because they don't know you, who you are. Like a stranger. You subjectable to whatever they want to try. So whoever they want to know, like basically if they know they want to use something on somebody, they're going to try it on somebody that they don't know or don't have no type of relations with, because they think that in doing so it allows them to not be contacted by you. They don't think that they going to get ever confronted on a spiritual end. Maybe they do, but for the most part they don't. They think they going to get confronted by you. They think you going to find out that you was cursed by them and you going to fuck them up. But that's another thing. If you do find, like, a way that you gonna be eligible to be cursed is retaliation. Depending on what, If it's like a violent altercation and you catch him and you fuck him up, no retaliation. But if it's violent altercation, you let the time pass and then you catch him and you fuck him up, you eligible. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta fuck him up on the spot if you gonna fuck him up. You gotta catch him. You can't catch him after the fact. And okay, if somebody stole some shit from you, then somebody got what was stolen from you back, gave it back to you. You can't go fuck the person up. You gotta let karma do it. If you go fuck the person up, then you invalidate the karma. Like, the karma ain't never gonna happen. It's a key component. Like, say a person did cursing on you and you was innocent, but you still felt some shit, you know what I'm saying, and you heard that they did some shit, so you went and retaliated against them. The curse would hit you then. Like, if say you was innocent, the curse came to you. You felt the curse come to you. The curse went back to go attack the person that created the curse. But before the curse got there to create the situation that actually fell upon it, because it's not a fast process. It's not like they curse you and then instantaneously it comes back. No, it's a drawn out process. It's a process that's so long that you may question that anything may ever happen to this particular person. You know what I'm saying? But you continue to not retaliate, then it will. Maybe the curse worked like that to where it don't. You know what I'm saying? It don't retaliate to see if it can actually pounce on you. You know what I'm saying? So that I can't confirm. You know what I'm saying? I just know. All I know for sure is if you innocent, it goes back to the Creator. And that's the truth about curses.